How I Married the Wrong Partner Part 4. This is my life story. It is not someone else's story I'm talking about. So after my husband came, met with my uncles and everything, he left. My auntie and my grandmom, they called me, they warned me, they asked me to think deep concerning the decision I want to take. So I wasn't even listening because already I'm in love with him. The only thing on my mind was like, no matter how bad someone is, with my good character or good heart, I can change him. So that was my thinking, that was my thought. Now, something happened after my husband left. So, one fateful day, the sister called. She was like, did my brother told you that he was going to marry you? In fact, I stayed for a few minutes before I could ask her question, because how will I answer that question? A man that have came to see my family, and now you are calling me to ask me, did your brother ask me that he wants to marry me? So I was so shocked. I now asked her, ma, if your brother don't want to marry me as he said, why would he come and meet my family? So the sister was like, no, I'm just asking. It's not for anything. So that was when I noticed that something is already happening or was already happening. But I couldn't fathom or no picture whatsoever that was happening then. Then one day again, a lady asked me, you said you want to marry. Why not you pray? Because anyone that want to get married have to pray. To know if actually that is the person God have meant for her or God have meant for him. I noticed that this lady was making a sense. So I now went into prayer. I included fasting on it. Okay. On that third day of that fasting, for that fasting to end, I woke up with a shocking dream. This dream was, I was lying beside my husband in that dream. I was crying, sweating, shivering. In fact, I was about losing my breath in that dream. I woke up. When I woke up, I was still crying. I was still sweating. I was still shivering. But in that dream, my husband was even sleeping, snoring. He wasn't looking at me. I was just looking at him. I was crying, but he wasn't listening. So when I woke up, I was like, what kind of dream is this? So what I did is I prayed, I canceled it. People will tell you if you have bad dream, pray and cancel it. That was the knowledge I had then. So the next morning, I called my husband. I told him, look at the kind of dream I had. He was like, it's just a dream. Have you prayed about it? I said, yes, I prayed. He said, it is cancelled. I said, amen. So as days goes on, I went to visit my brother. So my brother was like, I'm not seeing you into this marriage you want to enter. I wasn't listening to my brother. I was only telling my brother the promises and everything. My brother was just looking at me. He said, okay, if it's my choice. One day, my mom called me. She told me that she saw me dancing, in a room. Before you know it, the roof opened and rain was beating me. I was crying bitterly. I wasn't even listening at my mom. I was like, Mom, that's just a dream. I did not even tell my mom or tell anybody the kind of dream I had, the shocking dream I had. So I was hiding it because I was looking at myself. I'm the first daughter of my father, and the second child. So I'm the only one that will help my siblings, my brothers, my sisters. I was just looking at myself like that. So in as much as those prophecies was coming, the one God showed me came, I wasn't listening. God started using my brother, using my mom. They were telling me so many dreams. Even one of my auntie called again one day when I was in the shop. So that my auntie called and told my uncle that there is this dream she had about me, and that dream wasn't good one. I was like, what kind of nonsense is all these things? Why is everybody having dream about me? So I didn't listen to anybody until my husband came with his family. We did traditional marriage. If I tell you that even the traditional marriage, how it happened, I cannot explain, because even picture of the traditional marriage, I didn't even snap any picture. It was like just arranged something. I felt like, okay, because I don't have a father, that was how everything went like that. But It was later I began to think about everything that happened, that all these things was a sign. And all these things, people were warning me, but I couldn't listen. Even when God showed me directly, I wasn't listening. So that was the genesis of my problem. So immediately I came to Lagos, everything revealed itself. That was how I started seeing all the warnings and everything. So watch out to my next episode, which is part 5, to tell you how I started seeing Shege Banza in this marriage. Because it is not just because of the man you got married to, it is because you married the wrong person. Even if it's not my husband that I married, if I'm to marry another man that is not meant for me, it will still be the same thing, because the spiritual is not permitting that marriage. One of the reasons is because you have a calling. I have a calling. I never knew. It was later everything was revealed to me. So watch out how I discovered I have a gift in this marriage. God bless you. Thank you.